Hello. Good morning. Welcome. If you are not familiar with me, my name is Jacqui Mancuso. I'm a yoga instructor here on Insight Timer, and I'm a Reiki Master as well. Feel free to introduce yourselves. Let us know where in the world you are joining from. Let us know what you are hoping to release with today's full moon grounding Reiki yoga practice. I myself am joining from Northern Illinois, and we are having a gloomy day today, but that's all right. That's all right. We will not need any props today. Today is a pretty low, slow kind of flow. Seeds, peace through yoga. Seeds, you are the most positive person here on Insight Timer. You're getting that award today. I see you pop up all over the place. You always have great messages. I love it. So no props are needed today, but if you would like to have a blanket nearby for Shavasana, that's when I will be transmitting Reiki energy. So you'll be lying flat on your back for 10 to 15 minutes. So just a blanket to keep yourself warm. Angeli, hi there from Texas. You are a Virgo. Well, happy full moon. Beautiful, beautiful. Emily, hello from Pensacola. I have family in Pensacola, and I have not visited them yet, but it sounds like a beautiful, beautiful place. So today, I always title my yoga classes here on Insight Timer Grounding Reiki Yoga. Reiki because I transmit Reiki during the Shavasana, and I title them grounding because I like to use yoga as a form of centering my mind in the here and now. So grounding is simply taking your thoughts out of the future, taking your thoughts out of the past, and literally just thinking about what's happening right now, what's real, because thoughts are imaginary, right? So the future is imaginary and the past is imaginary. It lives in your mind. So by centering and grounding yourself in the present moment, you can alleviate things like depression and anxiety, and those conditions lead to other things like insomnia and whatnot. So using this practice to center into the present moment. Christy, hello from Denver. I also have family in Denver. I've been there. It's breathtaking. Oh, I went to the mountains. It was so nice. JJ, hello from New York. Betty, hola from Mexico. Hello. If you are not familiar with Reiki, Reiki is a Japanese energy healing modality where the practitioner channels source energy through myself, out my hands, and out to you all. So it can work through the computer like this because I tap into the web of interconnectedness. So knowing that time and space are also made up things. Time and space don't exist as in the words of in the form of energy. I mumbled my words a lot. Time and space don't matter in the form of energy. So energy can go anywhere, any place, any time. It doesn't matter. So I tune into your energy field and I transmit Reiki to all of you. Rei translates in Japanese to a higher intelligence, and Ki is how the Japanese use Chi, prana, life force, energy. It's their word for just whatever this mystical stuff is inside of us. Libby, good morning from California, looking out at the moon. How beautiful. Say hello to her for me. Today is the Virgo full moon. It happened, at least Central Time, it happened at 2:17 this morning, so we are still in full swing, and it's happening at 27 degrees of Virgo. So if you know where that falls within your birth chart, it's nice to look at your birth chart to know which area of your life is having a spotlight shined on it right now from the full moon, just seeing what might be illuminated in your own personal life. If you don't know where it falls in your birth chart, you can still utilize this Virgo energy to release and cleanse things that no longer serve you. So the full moon is not only a time of releasing and cleansing, it's also a time of celebrating what you have cultivated since the new moon. So within the last 2 weeks, where in your life have you made progress? Where in your life have you furthered yourself, bettered your situation? Taking the time during this yoga practice to reflect on that and just thank yourself for being who you are, right? Virgo, so this full moon's happening in Virgo. Virgo is the ruler of health, so physical health, but also spiritual health, mental health, emotional health. She's also the sign of daily routine, and service to others. So perhaps using this practice also to cleanse any bad habits that you might have in your daily routines, just knowing that you might be spending some extra time in this area of your life when it would be more beneficial to spend time in this area over here. And also thinking about our health. Today, I would like to use this practice to honor our bodies. So regardless of how you feel today, regardless of how you feel about your health, just put that aside and be grateful that you yourself have shown up to this practice and that you are ready to receive all of the gifts from the full moon. LK, I'm a Virgo. What does that mean to me? So that means that the moon right now is shining on where the sun was when you were born. So the sun is your soul. It's really who we really are. And the sun sign represents like where our soul is trying to get within this lifetime. So you might not feel full Virgo embodiment right now, but that is part of your soul's journey, is to get to that place of health and service to others in your daily routines. So having this full moon shining on where your sun was when you were born, this might illuminate some things within yourself that will help you to move forward in those areas. So see if that resonates with you at all. Alyssa, hi, also from Illinois, definitely looking to cleanse old habits. Wonderful. So before we get started, just going to mention, if you would like to support me for this session, if you enjoy it, you might choose to offer a donation if you're able. You can follow my Insight Timer profile to stay updated when I post new classes, and if you discover that you would like to work one-on-one with me, you can find my website on my Insight Timer profile. So let's do some yoga. We are going to start in an easy pose, so in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. I'm just settling into the surface beneath you, grounding your sit bones down, feeling into all of the contact points you have with the surface beneath you. Feeling the weight of your body being completely supported. Closing down your eyes, taking a moment here to scan over the body, tuning in with how it's feeling today. Simply noticing without placing judgment, acting as the curious observer. Beginning with all of your attention inside the head, feeling into the space within the skull, noticing any sensations present within. And coming down into the neck and throat. Perhaps feeling the breath touching the back of the throat. And coming down into the shoulders. Simply noticing any sensations, any temperatures, any stiffness or tension, any subtle energy tingles moving your awareness now down throughout the arms, tuning into every square inch all the way through the hands and fingers. And placing all of your awareness now within your chest, feeling into the beating of your heart. Feeling the lungs, feeling the ribs as they expand and contract with the breath. And Bringing all of your attention down to your belly, feeling into each organ resting behind the abdomen. Feeling the belly rise and fall. Bringing all of your awareness now to your pelvic floor. Feeling into the area around the base of your spine. Bringing all of your attention now to your upper back. Slowly flowing down the back side of your body. Feeling into the backs of the shoulder blades. The space between the shoulder blades. Weaving in and out the back of the ribs. Coming down to the lower back. Feeling into the backs of the hips. And down into your glutes. Running your attention down throughout the length of the legs. Feeling beneath the skin. To the tops of the feet. Into each toe. And the soles of your feet. Breathing deeply, feeling into the entire body. Feeling gratitude for this body that you have been gifted. Letting your intuition settle on today's intention. This intention can stay with you throughout the practice and can also come with you as you step off the mat into the rest of your day. Some examples of intentions for the Virgo full moon might be: I choose to release everything that no longer serves me. I choose to release all pain and suffering. I choose to release all fears and doubts. I choose to honor my body, or any other intention you so choose. Once you have settled on your intention, matching breath to movement, placing the palms face up. Inhale as you rise the arms up above head, collecting all of the universal energy. Meeting the palms at the top, and as you exhale, slowly flowing down the center line of your body, drawing that intention deep into your heart. Once again, inhale, rising the arms up, collecting the energy of the full moon. And as you exhale, drawing that energy down the center of your body, cleansing everything that no longer serves you, settling the intention into your heart. One last time, inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, drawing the palms to heart center. Beautiful. Placing your hands on the mat next to you or resting them on your legs, whichever is more comfortable. Ensuring that your spine is in a straight line. Imagine a string is pulling the crown of your head up to the sky, and there's a string rooting your sit bones down to the center of the earth. Inhale to lift the crown crown of the head, and as you exhale, gently looking over the right shoulder. Inhale to center, exhale looking to the left. Moving at your own pace, matching breath to movement. Allowing the inhale to come in to relieve any tension you may be feeling. The exhale draws it out. Moving as quickly or as slowly as you'd like. Holding any pose wherever your body is calling you to. And just noticing how this feels on all four sides of the neck. Inhale to center, and now exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, center, exhale, chin to sky. Matching breath to movement, moving at your own pace here. Feeling the in-breath coming in to address any areas of tension, any stress you may be holding within the neck and shoulders, and allowing the exhale to release it all to the universe. Taking one more breath on each side. Meeting me back in the center. Inhale, reach the crown of the head up to the sky. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Moving at your own pace. Always matching breath to movement. Feeling the deep release in your neck with the exhale. Perhaps exhaling through an open mouth. Gently constricting the back of the throat. Breathing as if you are trying to fog up a window. Holding the stretch in any area your body is calling you to. Meeting me back in the center. Place the left fingertips on the mat next to your body. Inhale the right fingertips up to the sky. And as you exhale, reaching over to the left, letting your left fingertips walk out on the mat. Spiraling the ribcage up to the sky. Releasing any tension you may be holding on the right side of your body. Breathing deeply here. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the other side. Allowing your head and neck to relax. Focusing all of your attention on the left side of your body. Feeling the ribs expand and contract. Inhale to center. Exhale over to the left, choosing to stay here, holding the stretch, or matching breath to movement on each inhale, rise. Exhale, extend. Whatever your body is calling you to today. Feeling your sit bones grounded against the surface beneath you. Lengthening the spine with each inhale, coming up to center, reaching the crown of the head up, then exhaling over to the side. Taking 3 more rounds of breath wherever you are. Meeting me back in the center. Placing your right hand on the left knee, left fingertips behind your sit bones. Inhale, reach the crown of your head up to the sky, lengthen the spine, and on the exhale, twisting from the lower spine first, then allowing the head and neck to release. At any point during this stretch, if you'd like to take it further, inhale to lengthen, reach the crown to the sky, and exhale to deepen the twist. Tuning back into today's intention, twisting here. Sending the breath all the way to the bottom of your belly here, noticing the belly rise and fall. Noticing how the breath enhances the stretch. Slowly untwisting back to center. Taking one clarifying breath to realign the spine. Placing the left hand on the right leg, right fingertips behind you. Inhale, reach the crown up to the sky. Exhale, twisting from the lower ribs first, then allowing the head and neck to relax. Knowing that twisting the spine allows it to detox anything trapped between the vertebrae, physical or emotional. Using the in-breath to come in and collect anything that no longer serves you, and the out-breath to release it back out to the universe in order to be transmuted. Slowly untwisting and taking one cleansing breath to recenter the spine. Inhale the arms up above head, and as you exhale, folding over your legs here, in whatever position you choose. Allowing your head and neck to relax. Feeling the sit bones resting against the mat. Tuning into the surface beneath your fingertips, noticing the temperature, the texture. Using the palms to press your torso back up. If your legs are crossed, switching the crossing of your legs. Inhale the arms up above head. And as you exhale, folding forward once again from the hips. Simply noticing if one side feels different than the other, without using judging words. Tuning into any smells that may be lingering in the air around you. Perhaps smelling your shampoo, your laundry detergent, the cup of coffee that you just brewed, perhaps the dog that needs a bath. Using the palms to walk your torso back up. Meeting me in a tabletop position here. Ensuring the shoulders are over the wrists and the hips are over the knees. Releasing everything in our spine, between the shoulder blades, moving through a few rounds of cat-cow. On an inhale, dropping the belly to cow, lifting the hips, lifting the crown of the head up to the sky. Exhale, rounding the back, pressing the shoulder blades up, reaching the hips towards the crown of your head. Inhale to cow, drop the belly, lift the hips, lift the chin. Exhale, rounding to cat. Pressing the space between the shoulder blades up towards the sky. Moving at your own pace, matching breath to movement. Noticing the tops of your feet pressing into the mat. Using the breath to release everything that no longer serves you. Meeting me back in the center. Placing your weight on your right hand, spreading those right fingertips wide. As you inhale, opening the chest up to the left side, reaching the left hands up to the sky. As you exhale, thread the needle underneath the right arm, lowering the shoulder down to the mat. Coming back up on an inhale, opening the chest to the sky, opening the left hand up to the sky. Exhale, prepping to thread the needle. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, settling down to thread the needle, lowering the left shoulder, left side of the face, all the way to the mat. Choosing here to either place the right fingertips out in front of you, or perhaps reaching the right arm behind you, placing the back of the palm on the lower back. Breathing here through the twist. Imagine the spine wringing itself out. Allowing any emotion linked to past traumas to be released. Allowing any thoughts of worry to be released. Taking one more deep breath here. Placing the right hand underneath the right shoulder, pressing into the right hand, coming back up to your tabletop. Lovely. Placing your weight into your left hand here, spreading those left fingertips wide, taking pressure off of the wrist. Inhale the right arm up to the sky, opening the chest. Exhale, prepping to thread the needle. Inhale, open the chest, reach the right fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, expand, open the chest, shine your heart to the sky. And exhale, settling down to thread the needle. Dropping the right shoulder, right side of the face, down to the mat. Placing your left arm either in front of you or wrapping it around the small of your back.
Tuning back into today's intention. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Placing the left hand underneath the left shoulder, and pressing yourself back up to a tabletop position. Flip the toes under as you press your hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Pedaling the legs, warming up the hamstrings and the calves. Shining your chest to the back of the room. Keeping your fingers spread wide. Settling into your downward facing dog. Reaching the hips high and to the back of the room. Inhale, lift the left leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, place the foot back down, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg, 3-legged dog. Exhale, place the right foot back down to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, 3-legged dog, keeping your hips square to the mat. As you exhale, bend the left leg, stepping it between the right leg and right hand. Placing your weight on your left arm, opening the right arm up to the sky, here in a modified side plank. Expanding your love to the universe, embracing your body where it is today. Holding just for one more breath. Exhale, placing the right arm back down on the mat, stepping the left foot back to downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high, 3-legged dog, hips square to the mat. Exhale, bend the right leg, sweeping it between the left hand, left leg. Inhale the left arm up to the sky, modified side plank, shining your heart to the sky, taking up space in this world. Taking one more deep breath here. As you exhale, place the left hand back on the mat, stepping the right foot back to downward facing dog. 3-legged dog, keeping the leg here, bend the left knee, and allow that hip to roll open. Pointing the left knee up to the sky, stretching out the hip, using the breath to clear out anything that may be hanging out in that hip. Exhale, stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg, 3-legged dog, bend the right toes, and allow that hip to roll open. Using the breath to cleanse anything that no longer serves you. Keep pressing through those shoulders, shining your chest to the back of the room. On your next exhale, closing the right foot down, coming back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, 3-legged dog, bending the left knee, rolling the hip open. Option to stay here, or option to take it further by allowing that left foot to come down to the floor, lifting the left arm, opening up to wild thing. Shining your heart up to the sky, embracing your wild nature. On your next exhale, closing the pose back to downward facing dog. When you're ready, inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog, bending the right knee, opening the right hip. Option to stay here, or allowing that right leg to journey all the way down to the ground, lifting the right arm, coming up into wild thing. Lifting the hip high, lifting the heart high. Embracing, taking a look at life from a new perspective. On your next exhale, closing back to downward facing dog. Taking a moment here to shine the chest to the back of the room, creating space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, pressing up to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Bend the elbows, slowly lowering down to the ground. Placing the left side of the face on the mat here and extending the left arm straight out to the side. Placing the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Using the hand to press yourself, rolling over to the left hip. Stepping the right foot behind you here. Coming into broken wing. Feeling the expansion throughout the left shoulder. Perhaps placing the back of the right hand on the mat here, using this time to stretch the wrist. And using your right leg to deepen or soften the stretch, however your body is calling you to today. On your next exhale, rolling back down to your belly, switching the placement of your arms. Placing the right arm out at a T, right side of the face on the mat. Left hand underneath the left shoulder, pressing into the palm, rolling onto the right hip. Bending the left knee, stepping it behind your body. Perhaps placing the back of the left hand on the mat, stretching out the wrist here. Noticing how the sole of your left foot feels against the floor. Noticing how the palm of your right hand feels against the floor. On your next exhale, coming back to your belly. Bending the arms in front of you, placing one hand on top of the other, and allowing your forehead to rest on the backs of your hands. Resting for a few breaths here in crocodile. Feeling the breath as it presses against the mat. Massaging away any tension being held within the belly. Tuning back into today's intention. Taking a moment here to send gratitude to your physical body for being present here and now. Slowly lifting the head off of the hands, And rolling over to our backs. Bending the knees, lifting the feet up off the mat, and reaching for the pinky edge of either foot within your hands, coming into happy baby. Keeping the lower back pressed against the mat, drawing the knees down towards the armpits. Breathing here, feeling the expansion on the hips, the inner thighs. Choosing to stay here or rocking your happy baby slowly side to side. Tuning into the joys of life. Coming back to a still happy baby. Allowing your left foot to float down to the mat and drawing your right knee in towards your chest. Holding the knee here for a breath. And then placing the arms out at a T. On an exhale, dropping that right knee, crossing over the body. Allowing your head to drift over to the right. And perhaps placing the left hand on your right leg to deepen the stretch. Keeping contact with the right shoulder against the mat. Breathing here in a supine twist. Intentionally relaxing every muscle within your body. Your feet, your calves, your thighs, your hips, your torso, your chest, shoulders, arms, hands, your neck, your jaw, your tongue, your temples, your forehead. Untwisting from the neck first, then allowing that right hip to float back down to the mat. In your own time, resting the right leg flat on the mat, drawing the left knee in towards your chest. Then placing your arms out at a T once again, and on an out breath, floating the left knee, crossing over the body, allowing your head to drift over to the left, keeping the left shoulder against the mat, perhaps placing the right hand on the outside of the left leg to deepen the stretch. Tuning back into today's intention here. Feeling the belly rise and fall with the breath. Feeling the ribs expand and contract. Feeling the breath touching the back of the throat as it enters and exits. Untwisting from the neck first, then allowing that left hip to float back down to the mat. Coming into your final resting pose, preparing for Shavasana. Perhaps reaching for a blanket.
allowing the legs to feel heavy against the mat. Letting the feet easily flop out to the sides. Placing your arms just outside of the body. You feel the weight of your body being completely supported by the floor. Feeling into the back of your head, your shoulders, the backs of your arms and hands. Feeling into your upper back, your mid back, your lower back, and glutes. Feeling the backs of your thighs, the calves, and heels of your feet. You are supported by Mother Earth. And beginning to focus your attention on your breath, breathing rhythmically, deeply, and slowly. Using the breath to open the central energy channel within your body by breathing in deeply through the nose and watching the breath as it travels down your spine all the way to the root chakra in your pelvic floor. And on the exhale, watching your breath reach up the spine to the crown of your head. Inhaling the air through the nose down to the root chakra, and exhaling the air up to the crown of your head. Continue for a few rounds in silence. Releasing the breath back to your natural rhythm. Feeling now as if there are roots growing down from the entire back of your body. Watching as these roots travel down into Mother Earth, pushing through the soil, digging deeper, digging wider, firmly grounding yourself into Mother Earth. Welcoming in your guides or angels for any assistance they may have to offer now. Allowing permission for the Reiki energy to be received by intending to completely surrender to this Reiki energy as it nourishes your highest good. Bringing your focus now back inside of your body, allowing your thoughts to flutter away. Allow yourself to be fully present within your body. noticing anything that may rise to the surface. Returning your focus to your breath. Feeling into the weight of your body once again. Imagine a brilliant, glowing ball of sparkling white light in the center of your chest. This warm ball of light surrounds your entire heart. On each inhale, this light becomes brighter and more vibrant. And on the exhale, the ball begins to grow in every direction throughout your body. Inhaling as the light shines brighter, and exhaling as the ball grows larger and larger until it encompasses every square inch of your body. The white light slowly fades away as the connection to this Reiki energy transmission closes, allowing you to return home to yourself. And taking the time now to send gratitude to your guides and angels and listening in to receive any last messages. Slowly beginning to bring some movement back to your body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, perhaps moving the head side to side, stretching out the body however it's calling you to. Perhaps rolling over to the right side in a fetal position. Honoring the birth of the new version of yourself into this new day. In your own time, meeting me back in a seated position. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. Thank you for honoring your own body. And thank you for practicing with me today. Love to all. Namaste.